Back on the What Could Go Wrong Buying Used Race Car Parts series. This is a Super T10, early 59. Usually not what we consider modern race car kind of stuff. But, you know, in the day it was, and there's still guys racing vintage that are using these transes. So, without further ado, this trans was supposedly a freshly rebuilt Super T10. We bought it out, we saw it, and then bought it out at Pomona Swap Meet. And we did pull the side cover and inspected it, kind of. Everything was, you know, was all together, and it was sitting on its side like that. And I pulled the side cover, and I could see the rust up, you know, just up there. It just had light surface rust. It's gotten a lot worse, right? But it just had light surface rust up here. And I was like, well, it's got some surface rust in it. I'm concerned. Will you cut us a better deal? Guy was hard on the price. He was firm because 59, this extension housing alone, super rare with the small mount in 59 because that's when they were transitioning to the bigger mount. So this is rare. So he didn't really want to move on it, and you know, he took it in trade. So he didn't know what it was. You know, he only had it for a few days when he got it. So we looked it over. The case didn't have any broken ears, really, you know, other than a couple stripped bolt holes. It was a good solid case. The numbers were where we needed them to be for the car we're working on. Like I said, the tailstock was correct, so that was good. So then we get it back here, and I notice when we go to bolt the shifter on that there was a crack in the tailstock right here. So pull the stock off to heliarc it, and when we get it off, it looks like that. Actually, that's cleaner than what it looked like. It looked worse than that. And the reverse gear looked like that. It was nasty. So you could tell it had been sitting with some water in it. Horrible. It did have white grease everywhere. All the bushings still had white grease on them. There was, you know, white grease on here still. So it had been rebuilt, but so you can still see it in there. It had been rebuilt, but then it got wet, and that was a problem. So we had to tear it down, which is where we are now. So I have a freshly rebuilt trans that I'm about to rebuild and get in the vapor hone and clean this up and clean that up. And, you know, it's not even a one-day job. Well, it's probably a 2-day job to really do it right. Bearings look okay. I mean, it's just good thing it was full of oil. I don't think that's a stock cluster, although it's not bad. I mean, you know, the gears are real. The teeth, nothing's screwed up. The blocker rings are brand new in it. We'll look at the sliders when we get it apart, see if they're torn up. I mean, you can, you know, look at the rust. It just wipes off. But it's freaking nasty. Look at this shit. Anyways. Well, there you go. That's something else you can expect when you are buying used parts. Make sure you know what you're getting, because truthfully, for how rare this gearbox is, we would have paid the asking price anyway. Well, we did, but we would have paid it anyway because it's that difficult to find a match. There's no number on this. There's a number on the case, but it's not a VIN number. They didn't have VIN numbers in 59. So they just did sequence numbers, and this sequence is correct for 59, you know, and it's the original tail housing. It appears date-wise that the center support, the main housing, the tail housing, the side cover, they're all really close in dates. So we believe it, you know, it was an original trans that just got rebuilt and then sat too long. So that's it. Thanks, guys. You know, buyer beware. Like, subscribe, comments, critiques. Catch you guys in the next one.